shelter in place? The first thing to do is go inside. Once you're inside, you'll want to shut all doors and windows. Turn off any ventilating systems like air conditioners or attic fans. And finally, tune into television or radio to get more information. It's just that simple. So, remember the 4 steps to sheltering in place.
Dioxin, one of the most toxic compounds known. Dioxin is created in various high-temperature processes involving chlorine. A 2-year Greenpeace investigation has found that some of the highest levels of dioxin ever measured are generated by the factories which make the raw materials for the plastic known as polyvinyl chloride, or PVC. Virtually all of these facilities are located in Louisiana and Texas. On-site incinerators at facilities like this Borden plant in Louisiana's Cancer Alley spew dioxin into the air every day. The dioxin then drifts downwind, contaminating the food chain like radioactive fallout. According to the EPA, 90% of the dioxin that people are exposed to is contained in animal fats, such as fish, beef, and dairy products. And almost 100% of all Americans now have dioxin in their bodies. The U.S. EPA is investigating most sources of dioxin, but the U.S. PVC industry failed to respond 2 years ago when the EPA requested dioxin emissions data. However, Greenpeace was determined to uncover this major source of dioxins. Greenpeace investigators entered these plants under cover of night, with full protective gear, to obtain the first ever samples of the dioxin-laden waste produced at these facilities. The toxic waste from these plants contains some of the highest levels of dioxin ever generated in industrial processes. Chemical analysis of the samples by an independent certified lab were commissioned by Greenpeace. Of the samples analyzed for dioxin, the lab found dioxin in 100% of them. Some contained extraordinarily high levels of dioxin, as high as those found in the infamous defoliant Agent Orange, used in Vietnam. Thousands of tons of these wastes are generated every year by each of these plants, making them among the largest dioxin factories in the U.S. These dioxins end up being released into the environment, where they can build up in the food chain to dangerous levels. The communities surrounding these facilities are low-income communities, predominantly African American. 2 such communities in Louisiana, Morrisonville, whose vacant church is pictured here, and Revealtown, have already been forced to abandon their homes because of the threat posed by these facilities. All this destruction for a plastic we don't need. Safe alternatives are available for every major use of PVC today.